Ladies and gentlemen, it's back. 1,000 very rare drop items, 200 trade ups, all the way to black markets. Drop a like, subscribe down below to join the Pixel Army, and I'm going to give a quick shout out to the sponsors of this channel because without them this video wouldn't be possible. Feel free to skip over it or watch it because I think it's pretty funny. Then we're going to get in. We're going for white octanes today. We're going for dueling dragons today. They've been popping up a lot in my games lately, so I mean, watch yesterday's video to confirm that. I'm looking forward to it, so let's go straight in. Here we go. We got tons of items to go, so let's kick it off with an Next Devil Mark II. As always, the luck is unreal. I mean, if you didn't see yesterday's video, I had 200 drops to open on a fan account, hundreds of regular sort of season reward drops and stuff like that. That beats all the items I got in yesterday's video. Genuinely, that's how, not how bad yesterday's video was, but you know how bad the drop luck was. But then when you go on the Thicker Pixel account, yes, I've changed my name, we get the Crook. The Crimson Merc. Things you absolutely love to see. Now, you probably noticed, and you're probably wondering, you're like, what is this little chain around your microphone? It actually is a little dog tag. And here, I don't know if you can see that, it says Pixel on it. It is engraved with my name because it was one of the few things, or one of the many things actually I should say, that I got up to at Insomnia in Birmingham. If you don't know, I went to I-71. It's my first ever Insomnia, and it was a blast. It was tons of fun. We did, you know, 1v1s in Rocket League with you guys. I met a bunch of you and stuff like that. I signed some stuff. It was all really, really sick. And yeah, I just had a great time, but there was a little station there where I could do a bunch of challenges. I played Beat Saber for the first time. You know, I always see those clips online of people playing Beat Saber, that VR game where you have to like hit the blocks and stuff. It looks so fun. Looks like such a good workout as well. And after a couple of tries, when I sort of realized the timing of it, I had an absolute blast. So I think I definitely want to get that one day. I mean, it was an absolutely phenomenal game. So if you have the facilities to do that, you should say, then go for it. But another one of the tasks I had to do to get this dog tag was, it was like airsoft and target practice. Problem is, right, because I'm colorblind, they had to change the colors that we were shooting at, the targets, and they didn't tell me which color I was. So for the first bit, I didn't know what I was supposed to be hitting. And then in the stress of it all, my eyebrows started to sweat a bit and the glasses fogged up. So I was fully firing, just blind, trying to hit these targets. It was a little bit of a mess, but we got the Crowed Hog, so it's all good. But in the end, we got the dog tag. It's got my name on it, and it is very sick. And I suppose it looks pretty cool just wrapped around the microphone here, and I can always sort of see it. So that is good. Another thing, crazy little kind of story that I've got is I was walking yesterday, and you know when there's roadworks going on, it seems to be happening all the damn time, especially near where I live. And sometimes they got to dig up the road, dig up the pavement, and there was this, there was a chasm, okay? Genuinely, I mean, at bare minimum 6 foot from the ground below, like a deep, deep hole. One you don't want to fall in. Now, you think you know where this is going, but you really don't. So I'm walking along, and it's quite tight because there's the road and the bit of the pavement they've dug up and a thin bit of pavement to walk through. And as I'm walking, I see this old guy approaching on a mobility scooter. I thought, well, my first initial thought was, oh my goodness, please can you let me pass through this gap before you try and attempt it? But he didn't see it that way, so he starts to try and push through the gap. I thought, right, okay, well, I know I can't get past now, so I'm going to have to try and let you get through. But he was too wide for the gap, so I start moving the barriers that they put up to protect people from the hole. I move them back a bit, make a bit of room, and it's fine. He starts to go through. It's still exceptionally tight to squeeze through, right? And then, you know those little road signs, at the very least in the UK, that come up from the ground that have the road name written on it? His back wheel gets stuck on a part of that on one side, and he's very close to the barrier on the other, and the barrier can't really move much more. And then, in true comedy movie fashion, as he reverses, he makes the necessary adjustment to get around the road sign. He could have then just carried on. As he's locked his wheel to go away from the road sign but towards the hole, it was almost like in slow motion, as if someone just put their foot on the gas and wouldn't let go. And he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And he goes through the barrier, off the edge, and I'm now holding him in his scooter. He's dangling in the hole. He's dangling in the hole, and we're there trying to get builders. You know, there's like a job that needs to be done by 3 people, and there's like 20 people stood around watching. It was like that, and we had to wait for them to run. And at first, in my mind, I'm thinking as a human, I need to save this guy. So I'm here trying to pull him off the scooter. But what I didn't realize at first is that he's resisting me and trying to hold on to the scooter, because obviously, as far as I'm concerned, I'm like, help the person, help the person. As far as he's concerned, he's like, oh my God, my scooter, my prized possession, my transport, it's about to go in the ditch. I can't lose it. So at which point, I'm just stood there in like a semi-squat kind of position, just holding this guy up and his mobility scooter until a bunch of builders come and we lift him out and stuff like that. And it was just absolutely mental. It was like one of those internet fails where you see people fall in slow motion. He just so comedically, now that he's safe and everything like that, so comedically just essentially drove into a hole. But it was one of those situations where I felt really good about it. And obviously because there was roadworks, it meant there was like three-way traffic. So there was chock-a-block traffic, just a ram traffic jam. Everyone just watching this unfold. So yeah, it was, that happened. Felt like a bit of a hero. At the same time, I didn't actually get him and his scooter out because before it was too, you know, the builders came eventually and helped with the scooter before I truly realized that he was not going to let go of the scooter. I was thinking, bro, I'm not trying to have you fall in the hole, because if he goes into the hole with the scooter's going to land and tip, and he's going to whack his head on the concrete, and that's not good. You know, bun the scooter in all honesty. But I can understand looking back, it all happened so fast, but I can understand why he was so keen to save the scooter, especially because, I mean, the way I see it, even looking back, if I get him out and the scooter falls in, we can then just get the scooter out. But, you know, it is what it is. The basket broke and fell off, but I think he tried to reattach it. He went on his way, and I said to the builders, you know, I had to be somewhere. I was like, okay, I'll leave him with you. He's safe and all that. So, yeah, it was kind of funny, but at the same time, it was a little bit mental. I can't say I've ever been in a situation like that, and that's life, isn't it? 25 plus years on the planet, and there's always something new. I saw a badger the other day, very briefly, and I was driving in the car with my friend, and he was like, oh my god, that is the first badger I've ever seen in real life. And I was like, you know, come to think of it, I think me too as well, actually. So, I don't know. And then I saw a video on Facebook that someone in my town posted of their back garden, and there were like 5 badgers in there. So I don't know if like September's badger season or whatever, but that's that. That's the little pick-a-pixel life story for you there. The weather's now wet and windy, but I tell you what, can't complain. Can't complain. I'm not going to be one of those people that said, oh, we didn't get a summer, blah, blah, blah. And then when it's hot, they're like, oh, it's too hot. Where's the cold weather? And then when it gets a bit colder and wet, they're like, man, it's so miserable. Where's the sun? I don't like that. I'm consistent whatever the weather is. When it was boiling hot, I was like, it's way too hot. It needs to be cooler. And then when it was colder, I was like, thank God it's colder, because this is exactly what I wanted. And with that, we have a grey standard. Don't get me wrong. The only time I don't like the rain is when cricket is involved. And speaking of cricket, if you want to watch me play cricket, I did a video with my friend Tom, TJR Cricket on YouTube. We did a faster 50 challenge. So if you want to see me bat in the nets, you can go and watch that. It's a really hilarious video, honestly. Some great edits and stuff like that. So go and check that out. And, you know, in the summer, I did not like the rain at all when it meant that it cooled my cricket off. But in the winter, I don't mind about the rain. I love hearing the sound of rain. I love falling asleep to the sound of rain. And to be honest, it's just water. I don't mind getting wet. Obviously, I suppose because I don't have like a job that I have to commute to or anything like that, it's not like I'm ever turning up to work or something drenched and I have to deal with the repercussions of that. So it sometimes is a tiny bit inconvenient if I am walking on the way to the gym and I get wet on the way and I'm there and I'm wet. It's a little bit inconvenient. But other than that, like if I'm walking home and I know all I'm going to do is take my clothes off, put them in the wash and have a shower anyway, I could be soaked. I don't care. I won't care. I won't let it get me down. So yeah, that's me. I've always been a bit weird like that, as my dad says. I've never minded the rain, and I do like it. So yeah, that's me. That's my little ramble. I know that when I do these videos, I absolutely waffle on. But as you can see, we've still got plenty more trade-ups to do. What's that? Nearly 100. We've done 128, so we have 72 more trade-ups to go. And a lot of it is this massive ink, you know, I don't know what you'd call it, ink stack, I guess. And also, I do just want to say, I did upload the video of the Rocket League reviews. I knew exactly how it was going to go. I knew it would be a 10 out of 10 in a bad way on the YouTube studio, because it's a different type of video, albeit Rocket League. But ooh, great. This is the thing. That is one of the funniest videos I've done in a while. Someone even commented on that video, you should just rename the title to me laughing for 13 minutes, because I was literally just cracking up at the reviews. I think it was edited well. I think it was funny. I think it's fun to watch. But naturally, it's not exactly what the majority of people subscribed for, right? So it's going to underperform. And I knew that. It was the same with the Rocket League Omegle video. The problem is, I think those videos are, in terms of watch value, are my best and most exciting videos. But then they're not going to perform well. I know the game. I know how YouTube works. But, you know, it is what it is. I still enjoyed it, so I don't regret making it. But, you know, obviously, a lot of you come here for trade-ups and items and crates and stuff like that. And that's what I'm doing here today. So hopefully we can see a painted octane in this canner stack or the ink stack, because if we go a whole video without a single octane, especially with a couple of standards, it feels a little bit like a robbery. Because if I get no standards and no octanes, I'm like, right, the luck's just bad. But if I get multiple of one and not of the other, especially this way round, I feel like, why is the game done me like that. It's given me like kind of good luck, but just wrong luck. So what I might do something I never do and actually shut up, do these trade ups and then only show you if I get something sick, because clearly the talking's not working. We're not getting anything. So I'll show you if I get a painted octane or standard. If not, I suppose we'll just hop straight on to the black market trade up. So wish me luck. I hope to see you for a trade up soon. And let's get it. We're moving into the ink stack. This is our last chance for this video. 30,000+ credits, by the way. Got painted breakout, painted roadhog, painted merc, all of them. Just not the octane. 10 more trade ups to go, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't confident. No. I'd be lying if I said I was confident. Final one, bang. No octane today. What is that, Rocket League? I did 201 trade ups. That's disgusting. All right, so we have enough for exactly 8 black markets. I'm feeling a Dueling Dragons today. I'm just going to call it. So grab your snacks, your popcorn, grab your juice drink. I'm sure we'll get a juiced as well at some point. Neuro Agitator. Thought the Crimson Lobos could bring a little bit better luck than that. There's the juice we were looking for. And now that you are suitably hydrated and well fed, most definitely, we can get ourselves the Dueling Dragons. The perfect call. The popcorn, the juiced, the Dueling Dragons. Glorifier. Okay, well, how about Dueling Dragons? I'll take a mainframe! The most valuable of them all. The only one that is more valuable than the Dueling Dragons. But for the culture, why not? Why not? Why not the Dueling Dragons? The prediction. He's back. He's done it again. And this is why you subscribe. It's the unparalleled luck. Something that no one else can do. No one else does it like that. And that is going to do it for this insane video. What better background to end with than this one? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and those of you that stuck through and watched to the end got an absolutely insane surprise. So drop a like, subscribe down below to join the Pixel Army. I've been Pixel, you've been awesome, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.
Flying in a missile, haters throwing shade, never pick me, not an issue. I am a beast, I'm at the top, I run these beats, I hold my spot, so stop before it hits